So, you wanna play Final Fantasy XIV. You had some friends that finally convinced you to play it. Maybe you thought, hey, that seems like a cool game. Or maybe you saw FanFest 2021 and was inspired to play Final Fantasy XIV. Either way, here you are. Here you are. And I welcome you. Sprout, I welcome you, newcomer. I welcome you, new player, to the world of Final Fantasy XIV. The thing to note when you're creating your character is that while none of these classes are gender locked or race locked, they do determine what city-state you start in. Not only does it determine whether you're a tank DPS, melee or ranged DPS, or healer, it also determines what city-state quests you do, what city-state storyline you see, things like that. So in that aspect, the starting storyline is a little bit different depending on which city-state is your main city-state. So right off the bat, you have Gladiator and Marauder. These two are tanks. So if you like to tank, these are two classes that you would want to choose. If you like to do melee DPS, Pugilist and Lancer are your options for melee DPS. Ranged DPS, you have Archer, Thaumaturge, and Arcanist. I will say this, if you start off as an Arcanist or a Thaumaturge, just be aware that leveling up is going to be a little bit more difficult, so that out of the way. I also want to mention that none of this is set in stone. And what I mean by that is when you are playing whatever role you chose, when you finish like the level 15 main story quests, you get the option to travel to other city-states. At level 10, you unlock the option to change jobs. So if you, for instance, you start off as a gladiator and you realize, crap, I don't want to tank. I don't like tanking. I would say hold off until you finish the level 15 main story quests so that you can travel to other city-states and you can literally be whatever the heck you want because you can travel anywhere. And sometimes this happens. The world is currently full and there's 42 people in the queue. Sometimes this happens, guys. It's a fact of life, but did you know you can rotate this? And also you can rotate this. It's two different things. I'm rotating the whole thing, or I'm just rotating. Oh. I am ugly. Fear my man. Got a damn quail feather. Fear my fists. Rah! My fists of fury. I imagine I just punched it. So let me repeat what I said about the Novice Network, because I realized I was not talking. So the Novice Network is not necessary. I'm not a huge fan of, so, I mean, just be aware, that the Novice Network is no longer good. Maybe at some point when it was fresh and it first came out, it was really good and really helpful. And I do remember 4 years ago using the Novice Network, and I think it was actually pretty helpful. But nowadays, one, you need to be invited to use the Novice Network, and two, the Novice Network chat is just filled with so much. It's like walking in the limbs of La Mensa. Now, I know you are a new player, so you don't understand what that means yet, but you will. You will. You will. So, anyway. Are these people in my way? Weirdos. Weirdos? I'm kidding. I'm joking. General rule of thumb. I think I'm doing a side quest right now. The general rule of thumb, in my opinion, is you want to progress the main storyline as far as you possibly can. And the best way to do that is to do main story quests until you can't do anymore because you're too low level. And it's like, you need to be level 15 or level 20 or level 30 before you can do this. That's a good place to be. It's a great place to be, because keeping your main story quests up to date actually enables you to unlock certain things. Unlike some MMOs, this game is not necessarily level locked. It's not level locked in the sense of you don't unlock certain things when you're a certain level. Only, I should say only when you're a certain level. So you're not grinding this to gain a certain level so you can do certain things. A lot of this is actually story locked. And even if you are a certain level, you won't be able to do certain things until you've reached a certain point in the main story quests. Not only that, but gaining experience when you're a lower level. Doing the main story quest gives you the most experience. It is designed to be your primary way of earning experience. So it's just a good thing to be completely on top of the storyline. It's all about the aesthetics. The only thing I will say about gear is they make sure that whatever gear you have is as close to your level as possible. The star that's right there next to the offhand, that blue number is your gear level and your actual level. So my gear level is level 5 and my actual level is level 7. As long as you're within like 2 to 3 levels, you're good. And the reason for that is because a lot of gear has a 2 to 3 level discrepancy, and sometimes they do have 5 level gaps, especially when you get further up. There's like 10 level gaps, 5 level gaps, and so, it's fine. It's fine. But when you're a lower level, you want to be within 2 to 3 levels. And by lower level, I mean any level lower than 50. Because level 50 is when the gear changes tremendously. And it's very different. It's on a different level. It's on a different ball game altogether. But if you're level 49 and lower, you're going to want your gear to be within 2 to 3 levels of your actual level. So while playing this game, you might wonder to yourself, where is all of my gil going? It is going to this. It is going to teleportation fees. As you can see, I'm still a sprout, and I haven't traveled everywhere yet. But these teleportation fees will be the death of you. You can have 1 or 2 favored destinations in the free trial version. I don't remember at the top of my head, but I think you only get like two options on the free trial version. When you subscribe to the game, whether it's monthly or yearly or however you choose to pay, you actually do get an extra option. So you can have up to 3 favored items. I mean, teleportations. Sorry, I got distracted and I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, you can have up to 3. Once you subscribe, you unlock a 3rd option. But, yeah. So those mounts that you just saw me get, that's not something you get when you start the game. This isn't like, hey, thanks for playing, you're great, let me give you a mount. That's actually because on my main character, I bought them. I bought those mounts because they look really freaking cool. And, you know, in-game, you actually get a chocobo, which is awesome because it helps you fight, and, you know, I'll show you how to take care of your chocobo once I unlock that for this. But in the meantime, I'm going to make you guys jealous, and I am going to... I'm not authorized. I'm not gonna make you jealous. I'm gonna make myself jealous and wish that I could ride around on my mount. Okay, so here's a good note. Actually, I forgot. This shows you how long it's been since I've been a low-level character. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So, you can't unlock this. Even if you purchase mounts, you can't ride them until you're able to ride a mount, which happens when and only when you unlock your chocobo, which I believe is level 10 main story quest. Not actually level 10, but when you get to the main story quest level 10 is when you can do that. So I just trolled myself, and you guys got to watch it. I hope you have a fun time laughing at me. Just a quick note that I completely forgot about. If you are using the free trial version, you cannot buy stuff off the market board. I know I mentioned that, but I was dumb and I thought I couldn't talk. You can talk. You can't send tells, I don't think, but you can talk to people. You can talk in chat and say hi and how are you. Another thing that I was stupid. Oh my god, I was such a noob. Like, oh my god, I was real life, guys. I was such a noob, it was embarrassing. It had been 4 years since I last played, so when I started playing again, when I was able to actually buy myself a PS4, like a few months before the PS5 came out, go figure. I literally got it just so I could play Final Fantasy XIV. Honestly, that's why I got it. And I remember I didn't have the money to actually buy the game, so I was looking for free trials, and they did have a free trial version, and they actually changed it to where now the free trial is actually up to level 60. So you get to enjoy this game for free up until level 60. Now there are restrictions, but oh my god, like, you can play the storyline, you can talk to people, you can't buy anything off market board, you can't get retainers at all, you cannot do the retainers, and I want to say you can't get a chocobo or anything like that either, but I do not remember for a fact, so please do not quote me on that. But I do know for a fact that you cannot buy or sell anything on the market board, and you cannot get retainers on the free trial version. But what you can do, that I was so newbie, like I was embarrassingly newbie, like I was an embarrassment to noobs everywhere. And that was, you can sell stuff. It had been 4 years, guys, okay? Give me a break. And I forgot how to sell stuff. And I was just lugging around all this money. Like, I literally, I leveled all the way up to like 30 or 40. I think it was like 30, 35. And I had a crap ton of money that I couldn't get rid of and couldn't figure out what to do with. And I was like, I can't sell it because I'm on the free trial. I was wrong. I was just really stupid and didn't know how to do it. So I want to save you guys the embarrassment. The embarrassment of being so otherworldly newbie that you don't know how to sell stuff. So earlier I told you not to sell anything that you get, like this stuff, because it's actually useful once you unlock crafters. This stuff is really useful and it'll actually save you some gil. But this stuff right here, you can sell this. Sell this all day. Sell it all day. Because this is money that you trade to get more money. And by doing that, you basically talk to one of these people. I actually need to buy jewelry for myself. So I'm going to the jeweler. If you're on a free trial, you can sell stuff. Just not on the market board. So... man, this was embarrassing. This was super embarrassing. So, all you do is click on it. You just click on it, they take it, and they give you the gil. And just like that, I gained like 2100 gil. And that's it. That's how you do it. So don't be like me, guys. Don't be lugging things around on the free trial version going, I can't sell my stuff! Because you're a noob and you honestly just don't know how. I'm gonna wave to this guy. If I can wave. Sorry, slash wave. There we go, I waved! Hi, person. He crossed his arms at me! I've got a sulk. Anyway, trial accounts. If you are on a trial account, you cannot trade. So you can't participate in market boards. You do not get retainers. I don't think you get your chocobo. And you cannot trade with people. Okay, so it is May something. Let me look at my phone. It's May 20th, Thursday, 11:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was just running around here. I've been doing some filming, and I found out that people are actually doing tributes for the creator, or the late author of Berserk, who apparently died. And this is actually very, very sweet. Yeah, see, rest in peace, Kentaro-san, sad face. A dark fantasy manga series. Someone was asking, what is Berserk? It's an older and very important manga anime, manga series that heavily influenced a lot of series like Final Fantasy, Dark Souls, and so on. I love the Final Fantasy XIV community. They're as nice as can be, albeit a few bad dungeon runs, but either way, you all rock. I could possibly help with gathering materials as long as botanists can get them if people run low. You can tell what sort of community an MMO has, and it's clear that Final Fantasy XIV has a pretty damn good community. So kind. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. Yeah, it's really awesome. If you want, you can actually go in group pose mode, which is what I'm gonna do. And on. There, I'm just gonna pose like that. This is the tribute, guys. This is the tribute to the late author of Berserk here on Fairy. And a kind person, that little Lalafell that's running around with the white hair, Hikaru, I believe the name was. I'm terrible. I can't remember. Hikari Shitsume. I'm giving you a shout out because I am a sprout. Literally, I'm a sprout on the server, and they didn't know me. They literally just got down. I asked, hey, what's going on? And they immediately started crafting the bonfire minion and gave it to me so that I could stand in line with these guys and be a part of the tribute that is going on. It's very, very long line here in Ul'dah. A lot of darks are standing there. I am a sprout. I am a pugilist. And I'm standing here. And, this is really huge. This is really big, and I love the Final Fantasy XIV community. If, you know I probably said some things that maybe deterred you from wanting to play this game, maybe deterred you from wanting to do the storyline, because it is a bit grindy, and starting off at certain classes is a bit more challenging. But if this community right here doesn't sell you on Final Fantasy XIV, like, I don't know what will. I honestly don't know what will. So, please play this game. You can download the free trial. You can play it up to level 60. There are some restrictions. But if you just want to test it out without spending money yet, you can literally play the free game trial all the way up until level 60, which is basically from A Realm Reborn to Heaven's Word. And it's really good to try it out, test it out, see how you like it. But the community's worth it. The community's worth it. You can't add friends, you can't join an FC on the free trial, but you can experience this. You also can't buy things off the market board, but you can experience this, you can see this and do this, and this is awesome. And I love my community. This particular server is amazing, and I just want to say thank you guys. I don't know if any of you that I'm standing here with will ever watch this video, but I just want to say thank you guys for treating me kindly, even though I'm a sprout. I mean, you don't know that, I'm not a new player, and I'm making this for the purpose of, helping other sprouts out there. You don't know that. All you did was you saw a sprout, I asked a question, you answered it, and you gave me an item so I could participate, and I appreciate that. People like you is what helps this community grow. And I'm really touched. I'm almost tearing up right now. I'm so emotional. So thank you guys for being amazing. All of you that are standing in this line, and all of you that are watching this video that play on other servers or whatever, I thank you all for continuing to make Final Fantasy XIV as amazing as it is. And I just love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you.